Hello everyone, welcome to Go Buff Yourself presents another chapter of the City of the Crimson Tower, chapter 25 specifically. I, as always, am Ethan, your game master for the evening, and I am joined by my 5 incredibly talented friends, storytellers, players, performers, and just all-around incredible human beings. We have Anna Margaret playing Gloria, Sally playing Hawthorne,
Hey, you guys.
Lauren playing Brawk, Mav playing Nyne,
Hi, everyone.
and Matty playing Karina. And just a few very quick announcements. Since we're starting a little bit late, I'm going to, and thank you everyone for adjusting with that, and thank you everyone who raided in here with Sally Quinn. If you're here from the raid, please remember, 1, to refresh your browser so those views count, because metrics are everything. And if you enjoy this, or if you want to get notified whenever we go live for Lauren playing Witcher, or maybe me playing Expedition 33, or definitely our TTRPG content, please just follow along. It's free. You can follow infinitely for free. So go ahead and click that follow button if you have any interest whatsoever. You can listen to past episodes of City of the Crimson Tower, Wild Beyond, and now all of the character introductions for Lords of Sin on our podcast version of this, Go Buff Yourself, which you can find anywhere that you get podcasts. Last announcement, City of the Crimson Tower is an 18+ stream for descriptions of graphic violence, content, language, drug use, in and out of game, legal always. But just be aware, not for the kiddies, and if they watch it, not our fault. With all of that said, I think we should go ahead and run that intro scene so we can get into chapter 25 of the City of the Crimson Tower. When we last left the 5 in Barraville, they had hunkered down in a broken-down building to get some rest. Getting sleep proved to carry with it its own difficulties. An encounter with none other than Stradia von Zarovich herself ensued. And then, after she seemed to lift the afflictions that were impacting a few of your friends as a result of eating some corrupted pastries, she departed, and when you all attempted to get some sleep again, a strange thing happened. Fog emanated from the sleeping Karina, and all of you shared a collective dream of a young Stradia von Zarovich training in swordplay. You all spoke with her, learned about her responsibilities as the daughter of a king, and that she carried that weight on herself very personally and very intensely. And when asked why, one of the reasons she gave was that she had to teach her younger brother, Sergei, when he came into the world. After the dream, you all did some conversing about what that was, and then left this temporary shelter behind and got on the road once again to try to make it to Vallaki Hills. The road you all were on hugged the side of a black mountain, and eventually led into an area where there were trees overhanging some of the first trees you'd seen here in Barraville. And the path became more and more precarious as it clung to the side of this mountain, eventually only 12 feet wide with a 60-foot fall into a ravine to the left side. And while you all were walking, a few of you caught sight of a large, hairy, four-legged shape, gleaming white teeth. And then was gone. But as you pushed forward a little bit more, you saw the rest of them. You all caught sight of 3 of these shapes moving in the tree line in front of you, and 2 more behind. And a few of you noticed a 6th wolf following at your speed in the ravine below. And so it was with you all having seen these shadowy shapes. Hello, buddy. It was with you all having seen these shadowy shapes and hearing the howls and the snapping and the snarls that we left off. And it is right there with seeing these shapes about 60 feet ahead, 60 feet behind, respectively. With you all having seen this, that was exactly where we left off. And Brawk, because you were one of the people who saw these shapes and recognized them for what they were, wolves, and you've had a very recent unpleasant experience with wolves, could you please make me a fear check with a -2? Fear is a spirit roll.
Said -2?
-2.
2.
As of right now, that is a fail. Just a reminder for the audience and for you, when we left last time, I did say all of your bennies from the previous session carried over. So just a reminder to start with those. You don't get an additional 3. You just keep what you had.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'm gonna use one.
Okay, to re-roll. Go ahead and do it.
I just have to do it. Better, 6.
6 with a -2 is still going to be
It's
a
6.
Oh, 6 total.
I factored it in on,
After the
I factored it in
-2.
on Foundry.
That is going to be a success. So how does Brawk respond seeing these shapes, seeing these wolves, and knowing what they are, hearing their howls?
As Brawk begins to hear this inevitable approach, he begins to hunker into himself a little more, beginning to shake. Wolves, wolves, wolves. He just tries to warn everybody as he scans everything.
What about the rest of you hearing Brawk warn you, and you all, a few of you having clocked these shapes as well? What are we doing in this moment? Just like I said, the path here, fairly narrow, 12 feet wide, with the mountain and woods sometimes on one side, but then just the precipice on the opposite side. What are you all doing?
Karina is going to pull out her gun, check how many bullets she has loaded currently, and then she's going to put both Brawk and Ira behind her, and whichever group of wolves seems either the closest or most threatening at this moment.
Ira themselves, as you push them back, you haven't ever seen them pull this, but they do have a coat that they've been wearing against the Barovian weather, and reaches in and pulls out a handgun.
Brawk does the same, seeing everyone else doing it. Yeah.
Nyne?
Nyne was going to take the lead and let everybody know, look, We can make it. It's not that far. We can keep going. But do not get separated. Okay?
I'm gonna look down because I'm still flying at this point. I'm gonna
You are.
look down. I don't know. I hear the point about not getting separated, but I'm not gonna land. I'm gonna keep flying, hovering just like a little bit above, trying to watch for the wolves.
How high up are you hovering here?
I
Like
want
5 feet above the
everybody
ground?
in my sight. Oh, much more than
Okay.
5. Wolves could jump at least 5 feet. Absolutely not. I'd say like maybe 20.
20
so
feet,
I can
okay.
like easily see my friends, try to glance around at wolves.
From the vantage point of being 20 feet up, you see these shapes very clearly, and they are closing. You catch glimpses through the trees that cling to the side of the mountain, and through the branches you catch the sight of the shapes prowling closer, pack formation, ready to strike.
I'll call down. I think they're closing in. Also, I'm pretty sure wolves can jump about 12 feet, so I'm going to stay up here, but I'll keep... I do think they're getting closer.
Ethan, can we tell which wolf is the leader of this pack? Like, is there a clear dire wolf?
That's a very cool question.
Because you said before we ended, there was a clear distinction that one down below that was kind of bigger.
Yeah, I'd love to look for this too.
Sure.
Like, as Hawthorne says that.
Sure.
Like, Hawthorne's like, is there a leader? I'd love to try to look too.
I believe that would qualify as a notice check. I don't see another skill on here that seems like it would be more fitting for that, so I think that would be a notice. I would allow also, I would be okay with common knowledge if someone wanted to use that instead of notice.
Well, definitely not common knowledge. I've got a -1 on that. But I do...
D4s
but
for me.
I have a D10. Would this be investigating? Or
If you
not
were
really?
able to like get up close to them and like spend some time, that's investigating. Right here, this is making quick observations.
I got an 8.
An 8. Like Nyne did indicate, the one that you can... It's a little bit tougher for you to see because of how high up you are. It actually kind of makes looking over the edge of the precipice a little bit difficult just from the exact angle. But that one down at the bottom looks slightly larger. But because you got an 8, which is a raise, you get the impression none of these is the leader.
I'm not sure where I'm pulling this knowledge. I feel like at one point I probably knew more about animal biology than I do at this moment. But glancing at all the wolves, even though the one below does look a little bit bigger, I'm getting the vibe we don't have the leader here.
It
Which
kind
is probably
of,
bad.
it
Just putting it out there.
To put it in like a more human term, like the one down at the bottom seems like the squad leader, but is not the general.
He's underboss. Got
I
it.
relay this in what I hope is a comforting way and is most definitely not.
The Brawk does not perceive comfort. And he starts hyperventilating.
Is
Okay.
there
Oh, it's probably good that the leader's not here. That's probably a good thing.
Is there a way I can see that the one in the below is going to be able to get up to us? Like there's like a walk up, like maybe 10 feet in front of us. We know he's going to be coming up at some point. I was just curious.
With the notice check that you rolled of a 3, you do not see a pathway. That this is a steep descent and an equally steep climb as a result. So no,
Is he separated from his pack in this instance then?
he is.
So I'm just making notice of that if he's the leader. Okay. Hawthorne will be, while everyone is taking fighting stances, will be pulling out his billy club to take a defensive stance with his hands in the air, trying to see if they perhaps are somewhat nice to where we could make a cordial conversation with these wolves, because I don't think they work for her, and I think they're just territory marking right now, and I don't wish to get into a feud with them where we fight other wolves later on.
I would love to know how... So you said you're trying to see if you could communicate with the wolves. Before we even roll to see if you could, how would you?
So persuasion-wise, I would Hawthorne would be sort of getting kind of low. If he had contact, like with another wolf, eye contact, he'd probably snarl just a tad to show his teeth because he is himself an animal. But he would hold up his billy club, lay it on the ground, get really low, and start to almost bow.
So there were a couple things there. There's a bow, but there's a snarl. So
Trying to show dominance, like we could fight, but I'm trying to lay like we're animals. I have to show my teeth a little, but I understand that this is your area.
I will say your choice here, intimidation or persuasion. This is going to be because...
do have charismatic, so I have an extra persuasion roll on top of it.
That is super cool.
And my persuasion is a D8, so I'll go persuasion.
I will say, this is because these are a pack of wolves. This is going to be a -4 conditional modifier.
How dare you?
It's tough to intimidate a pack of wolves.
You look like dinner.
You look like seafood.
Okay, I'll spend 1 Benny to try again. I got a 3. I actually got a wonderful 7, but there was a -4 on it.
There's a -4. That puts me at 3 bennies already, because I started with 1.
It's a 0.
0. So
It's a 0.
So with a 0.
Wait, I do get 1 reroll on persuasion.
You get 1 free one, and so that could have here. I'll give you. Oh, if you're gonna do another, then I just won't count.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do another. I'm gonna pray and hope. I'm just going. Come on.
Then I won't count this one as a Benny. This is the free reroll.
Blah 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 blah. I realized I couldn't hold down on my vocal button while doing it.
I'm seeing a 3. Is that correct, Sally? You're muted.
Sorry, yes. Anytime I held down on the control button, it wouldn't roll the dice, so I couldn't hold
totally get it. All right, so a 3. So that is going to be a failure, unfortunately, even with your 6 exploding. So as you get down and snarl, unfortunately, this has the exact opposite of the desired effect. As you snarl and you see the 3 shapes that were in front, one leading slightly, the other 2 just 3 or 4 feet behind, push out of the limited amount of concealment they had now right in front of you. Big, slathering jaws, the tongue sticking out in a fierce snarl as the drool drips from their teeth in anticipation of a fresh meal. And so in that moment, we're going to deal out initiative cards. So...
I tried, group.
No, you did. You did. It was not impossible. It was not impossible. And good attempts. But I've taken the liberty of already dealing out our initiative cards here. So, what we have is Brawk with a 7 of diamonds, Gloria with a 9 of diamonds, Hawthorne with an 8 of hearts, Karina a 10 of hearts, Nyne with a 2 of diamonds, which means that we have 3 wolves who go first, then 4 of the PCs, then the rest of the wolves, and then 9. So, the wolves are going to...
Look, everybody.
The wolves are going to come out snarling. One of them is going to... The one that was in front of this pack of 3 is immediately going to leap straight at Hawthorne. It is going to make 2 attacks, so this is going to be with a -2 to each. Let's see, here we go. A 6 for the first one, which on a fighting roll will succeed. The second attack will fail with a 2. So one of these will hit you.
Is it not going against my parry?
Parry. Oh, yes, it is. I'm so sorry. It is.
Okay,
versus
I have
your
a
parry.
I have a 7 parry, so neither of them would hit
mixed
me.
up shooting and fighting. You are totally right.
No,
Fighting is
you're
against
fine.
your parry. So a 6 will still miss, even with that exploding. So this wolf comes snarling out and just leaps right at Hawthorne. Claws and teeth flying, snapping. The next wolf will... Actually, so here's a question, and we need to establish this. This path, like I said, 12 feet across. How are we standing? Who is in front? Who is in back?
So Nyne and I are in front.
Okay.
Nyne's probably a little bit more, but I was trying to communicate. So he's a bit of a distance from me because I didn't want to bring him into my situation.
Totally.
And I placed myself in front of Brawk and
Correct.
Ira, so I'm probably middle to front as well.
And with Gloria up in the air, that means Brawk is at the rear with Ira. Okay, the next one then is going to come at Nyne and is going to make a single attack against you. A 4 I don't think will beat your parry.
Nope, gonna punch you right in the mouth.
The second will, or the third, excuse me, will circle ever so slightly. Wolves are smart pack animals. They see the opportunity that their teammates create. And one of them circles and charges again at Hawthorne. But Hawthorne, this one, I need a contested strength roll, please. Oof, only a 2 for me.
No negatives on it, right?
Nope, no penalties here.
Okay.
You with
I got an 8.
with an 8, this one, like more than anything,
Can I pick him up and I shove him down?
that would be saying you can try to do, like, shove him down the ravine.
Yes.
That would
yes,
be saying
I
you
would
can try to
throw
do
him.
on your turn, because that is
Oh,
for
okay,
sure
okay,
what it was
I'll
trying to
wait,
do
I'll
to
wait.
you.
Apologies.
That's for sure what it was trying to do to you. So you can absolutely, as the rest of you see, Hawthorne now has 2 wolves ganged up against him. That will bring up Karina first. Gloria, you're on deck.
Okay.
Hawthorne is about 10 feet in front of you, Nyne about 5, so one wolf is about 5 feet away from you, 2 wolves are about 10 feet away from you in front, and then there are the ones in the rear who still have yet to act.
I think right now she's worrying most about the ones in the rear because they're coming for Brawk and Ira. So she's going to take a step just to the side so she can look around Brawk easier and try to take a shot at the one behind her.
Got it. Since these two haven't fully emerged yet, they're going to have a +2 because of cover. So in other words, a -2 for you for shooting.
That is only a 3.
Are you going to let that result stand?
Yeah, I'll let that result stand.
Bang! The shot just sends a splinter of the tree that it impacts flying.
After that, I'm allowed to move after I shoot, right?
Yes, you can move for free.
She's going to pass in front of Brawk and Ira to stand before them.
No.
So with this shot hitting the tree, the splinters of the wood flying, and the wolf just darting away looking for a new angle, that will bring Gloria up, Hawthorne's on deck, and then Brawk.
So as I'm flying above you all, my wings are flapping, and there's just kind of a moment where I'm like, you know, when you're trying to walk and chew gum at the same time and you like stumble for a second, it looks like for a second I just kind of like, no, I'm good, I'm still flapping. And then as I'm flying, there's little gold sparkles that kind of will fall down all around to my party, and I'm going to cast protection with the additional modifier of +1 per recipient. So for 5 power points, I will attempt to cast protection on everybody.
Not including yourself, right?
Not including myself.
Got it.
I'm about 20 feet above.
Yeah.
And
You're
my
pretty
knowledge
good.
of wolves is they can't jump that high.
You're pretty good.
And so I'm attempting to just help the people below me.
Okay, so make that occult roll to see if this goes off.
I will. That's a 4.
4, it succeeds. So as this glitter just descends around, the sparkles just descend around your party. All of you, if memory serves, that is a +2 to their toughness.
It's a +2 to your armor.
Oh, to your armor. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that go to
that's
parry
right. Yeah, so that will impact...
If it would deal damage,
Correct.
your armor being higher means that it might not deal damage.
It essentially modifies your toughness. So
yeah, if I get a raise,
Mm-hmm.
it's also applied to toughness, but I would have to risk
And the
rolling
difference,
the raise.
the difference between armor and toughness is some things can bypass armor, or at least a certain amount of it. Nothing can bypass your toughness. So that's why the
I'm
raise
just hoping this is
Oh,
fine.
that's still huge. So all of you have 2 armor points, which against these wolves, for all intents and purposes, means that your toughness is 2 higher. So they will have to do 2 more damage to even shake you or wound you. Incredible. And that lasts for how long, Gloria?
It says stacks with all other armor, natural or worn.
The duration, it should say at the top. 5.
5.
So it lasts 5 rounds. Huge. All right. So, protection cast on all of you. That's going to be enormous. That will bring Hawthorne up and then Brawk.
So Hawthorne is first going to, if he can, take a free action and pull out the alcohol, the gin he still has on him, and chug it in that moment because he just flung off a wolf and he's about to fight these guys. So he's going to chug his gin really fast.
I love that. Take a...
Okay, and so I have champion. Would these guys be considered dark?
No,
Or
these
evil?
are just wolves.
So these are just wolves. They're not controlled by anything like before. Okay.
They would not
okay, so then
qualify
that
for
wouldn't
the
apply at all.
champion.
Yeah, they wouldn't apply. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep, great
So in
question.
front of me are two wolves, and over to my one side is Nyne, correct?
Correct.
And then we can't see the other wolves that haven't come out of the brush around
You
us.
can see them. They're just at the moment still getting a slight benefit from cover.
Okay. Can I, with my horns, ram both wolves, trying to shove them over the cravine?
That would be 2 separate actions. So yes,
Okay.
you can, but each one will be done
would just
with
have
a
to be a
-2.
-2. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'll just aim for one wolf. If I can aim for the one that's on the left side by the cravine and sort of try and scoop him and throw him into the cravine with my head and my horns.
Can I just say, I love this portmanteau here of cravine, crevasse and ravine. I love this. It is now what it's called, this cravine. One thing to...
I'm sorry.
No,
Bad
you're
with
totally...
English.
No, you're... That's literally how words get
You made a
created.
new word.
One thing to note. One thing to note for Liquid Courage is it does give a -1 to anything
To agility.
involving agility, and fighting is
Agility.
agility, and so is your parry as a result. So those things have a -1 for right now. But your vigor
Okay.
increases by 1 die type, which increases your toughness as well by
Yes,
another 1.
yes.
Okay. So this will be with a -2 against the first one, and this is if you're trying to shove them and push them over the edge, this is a contested strength check. So yours is with a -3 or
Okay.
-2 from the multi-action penalty.
Okay, it's not like a natural horns because I would be using my horns to do it.
If
or...
what you're attempting to do is push them, then narratively you're using your horns, but the way that's resolved is a contested strength check.
Strength check. Okay.
Well, that's not great. Okay.
It's a 7 even with that -2.
So a 7 versus my 2. I'm going to spend a Benny to reroll.
Don't you dare.
This is 1 Benny.
We're watching.
That's a nat 1. That's a fail. I'm gonna spend a second.
Yes!
Oh my god!
5. Not enough. I'll spend my 3rd. I don't want this guy falling. 5
do it.
again, with 3
Yes!
bennies spent on my part. Hawthorne manages to launch one of these wolves over, and the wolf will take 4d6 plus 4 damage. A total of 12 versus its toughness. You launch this thing over, and if you weren't surrounded by another wolf right next to you, snarling, snapping, your friend shouting, you would hear the sickening crunching sound of a spine breaking as it impacts against stone.
I tried not to do this!
So that is 1. And now you were going to try it against the other one?
No, I just have,
You said you were doing it against 2 of them, right? That's why you had the minus 2.
is that why I took the, is that why I took
Yeah,
the minus 2?
Because you said you were trying against both.
I thought I was just gonna do 1, but we already put the minus 2
Yeah,
on
you already
it,
put the
so
minus 2.
Might as well do it. Okay, so is it still fighting a strength?
It's still strength contested.
Okay, just want to make sure.
There's my explosion.
There, that's better. A 4.
The only
one I
way
did
the
not
wolf could have succeeded on the previous one was to explode, and after 3 bennies I didn't, but this one had the die explode on its first try. So it's currently an 8 for the wolf
Thank
and a 4
goodness.
for you. Do you want to spend a benny to try again, or are you sticking?
No, I'm sticking.
Okay, with 1 wolf shoved over the edge of the cravine, as we're calling it, over the edge of the cravine, dead at the bottom. That will then bring us to Brawk. Nyne, you are the next PC on deck.
Brawk is in panic mode as he feels he's kind of in a bubble right now. He feels Karina pass by him, and he sees Gloria and all of her flying excellence bestow this extra shit on us, and then he's like, I gotta help, and he delves his hands into his pocket and he pulls out a handful of vials and he just smashes them in front of him and wafts them up, bestowing deflection with additional power points to 3 people. Going to do Nyne, Karina, and Hawthorne.
Incredible.
They don't have the gift of flight.
Support characters are supporting today.
So that means
Well, first make a alchemy check to see if it succeeds.
If I make it. Yeah, if I make it. Wait, what was it? Sorry.
Alchemy, your power stat.
Correct. Let's go. 10.
Success.
And since I got a raise.
The Foes must subtract 2 from either melee or ranged attacks, but with a raise, it applies to both. So you don't even have to make a choice. Not that they have ranged attacks, but
Not that matters,
A
but I got
They
raise-
could start a spitting fight, okay? Spitters are just, it's bad.
We don't want that.
so they are going to be now making all of their melee attacks against those 3 people, which was Karina, Hawthorne, and Nyne, with a -2 for the next 5 rounds. Support class.
Get them!
Also, I didn't say it in the moment. Hawthorne, take a Benny for that awesome little moment. That was so cool. Okay. We now have protection and deflection up on a lot of you. You all are going to be really hard to hurt now. But that brings up the 2 wolves who have been waiting for their moment behind. One is going to go charging right at Karina. And is going to make a single attack. With a -2. I don't think a 3 hits your parry, but does it?
It actually does. I have a parry of 2.
But it hits you, but...
No, but I gave you...
Well, that's to the toughness, so this will impact the damage. So remember your toughness for all intents and purposes with the extra 2 armor is 2 higher. Let's see what the damage is.
Oh, good.
Good thing for that added toughness, though, because this is 12 damage coming your way. What is your current toughness?
My current toughness is 6.
6?
That's with the +2.
So that is going to be a success with a raise, which at the moment means you would be shaken and take 1 wound. Do you want to try to make an absorb roll here, or are you going to take the wound?
Yeah, I will use a Benny to make an absorb roll.
All right, vigor check. I'll take a Benny.
I need to figure out where that check was again.
It's one of your 5 main attributes.
There it is.
Oh! Oh!
Yay! That is a 10.
A 10, which, because that is a success with a single raise, means you remove 2 of those, which means you remove the wound and the shaken effect. Incredible use of the absorb roll. So how does that go down? Because the way that these absorb rolls work, you still took the damage. You were still bitten and clawed by this thing. You simply fight through it. So what do we see happen here?
You see for a moment as this wolf leaps up and she pulls her gun hand away, basically giving it her left hand. You see her take a moment, look down at the wound, flex her hand, realizing that in this state that she's in right now, she's pretty pain-free. And she just rolls her shoulders back and just spits down on the wolf.
As it steps back, snarling at you. Brawk, you watch this happen and just catch out of the corner of your eye in time the remaining wolf that comes leaping your way. Could you please make me a strength check?
Okay.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
10.
Y'all are rolling so good tonight. Brawk, how do you avoid this wolf pushing you into and down, or pushing you down the very long slope that you are well aware can kill you, since it just happened to one of the wolves?
Okay, so Brawk was he had dropped to his knees and was on the ground and splattered his spell jars. So as he kind of looks up to scan the field to make sure it's been activated, he is only then able to catch, as he scans, this wolf. So he goes to hold his jacket and roll himself away.
I'm going to spend a Benny to try again.
Oh.
Could you make me another strength check?
Bastard.
It got an 8. But you got a 10 last time. Oh!
19, motherfucker!
I don't think he has any more bennies either.
With a,
How many freaking raises was that?
well, that was...
The fates say no.
I mean, that was a quadruple explosion there. From your D4. Brawk rolls a D4 and managed to get a 19 through explosions. Incredible.
Bully me.
Incredible. And Sally, you're right. I am once again out of bennies. That brings Nyne up.
Okay, well, Nyne, seeing all this wonderful stuff going on. Yeah, look at my boy. Yeah, look at my boy. I told you were brave. I told you. Receiving
Politely pisses himself.
Oh, don't do that. You were just there. Receiving the blessings from Gloria and Brawk, and remembering what went down in the spooky house. Nyne's hands. Something comes over Nyne. It's like, you know what? I fucking hate you wolves. You know, you just make everything horrible. I got a beef with you because some of your pallies over there took something from my guy. Okay? And I know you can't understand me. But note that you owe him something. And when he points, there's this purple, it's a light purple glow that comes and fades away. He doesn't notice it, but you, the audience, do. And he goes to strike this wolf 3 times.
3 times, so that's going to be... You have...
No, it's not.
You have bonuses that help with that. You have ambidextrous.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Which means the second attack doesn't inflict a multi... Or that's two-fisted. Second attack doesn't inflict a multi-action penalty. And ambidextrous... So it'll be a -2.
Okay. So wait, really?
Yeah, because it only ignores the second of it. You don't get to make all 3.
Cool. Then I'm going to use just the first. I'm going to use 2. I'm going to use 2.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah. I'm just going to attack twice. Going to hit it. First attack.
14 means that you will beat its parry by 9. So that is a success with a raise. So that means you will deal an additional d6 of damage here.
I do resolve damage, right?
Yeah. But also add a d6.
Okay. Oh no, I don't do that. That's not me. So wait, how do I do it again?
So
it's been a while.
Under your gear,
Yep.
you were using your claws.
Yeah.
So
I did the damage. That was damage. I'm sorry. I clicked it wrong.
Okay, let's go ahead and re-roll that then.
So what do I hit? Fighting? Is
Yes,
that it?
fighting.
Okay. Got it. I was like, wait a minute.
All good, all good. It's been a while since we did a big old combat.
5.
5 will still beat its parry, just not by a raise. So this is it is meat to beat. So you barely do. So go ahead and roll that damage as per normal.
Okay. Let's see if we can do it again. 10.
10 damage. Let me check one thing. Yep. Its toughness is 4, which means you will beat it by a raise. So, with this very first attack, how do you kill this wolf?
Nyne literally just grabs it by its fucking throat, lifts it up, reaches in, and just pulls the wolf's heart out. That's what he does, and yeets it off the edge of the cliff.
Jesus. Brutal. And just toss the remainder of the wolf off the cliff to join its companion at the bottom.
Now, with that heart, I'm going to throw it at the one that's at Hawthorne and go after it.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and continue or make your next attack against this one instead.
Cool.
And because
Yeah.
Hawthorne is there, you will get a +1 to this attack because of ganging up.
Because bloodthirsty. That's what we love. We love to see it. Hit it again. That's a 4.
4, that will miss. It barely does. But, that wasn't with the +1.
You didn't add me.
So because of the +1 from ganging up with Hawthorne, that's a 5, which meets to beat its parry.
Hey, hit it again.
Let's see that damage.
I lift him in the air like Dirty Dancing style so you can hit him.
8 points of damage.
8 points
And
of
the-
damage.
Yes.
Eats it by a raise again.
Yay.
How do you kill this wolf?
Cool. The heart hits him in the face. He's disoriented. I grab the wolf lift him up, fireman carry, and just drop him. Snap.
Quick. And very efficient. That will bring us to the end
Apex Predator
of this first round of initiative. And as we come to the end of the first round, an additional wolf both in front and behind you all are to charge out towards this assault. Staying in reserve, hoping they wouldn't have to do this, but they will. So we are going to, really quick, take everyone out and redraw those initiative cards, because they change each round.
Great first round, everybody. Great first round.
Killing it.
Oh my gosh. You all receive in the course of this you please discount the bennies added there, and that was something that the system added, and we're not using that particular rule. However, two of you, the Karina and Brawk, you both drew jokers. Now, drawing a joker has some cool benefits. One sec, let me find this exact part here. Where is it? One sec, I have to remember exactly what it gives you. Dude, it's been a while since anyone's drawn a joker.
I was hoping clicking on the Joker would tell you. It doesn't.
Hold on.
Wait, have we ever drawn a Joker? Any
Once,
of us ever drawn
I believe.
The villains,
once
the villain
one of you
has.
Because that just means you get to go wherever you want, right?
Oh.
First of
Like
all,
when
yes.
you can go whenever you want, I believe.
It means that you do get to go whenever you want, including in the middle of someone else's round. But one sec, where is it here? Because I know you all get something additional. Ah, here we go. Jokers. You get a +2 to all of your trait and damage rolls. Both of you, Karina and Brawk, in addition to getting to choose whenever you act, your fighting or shooting rolls or whatever else you choose to do with one of your skills or your attributes is at +2, and your damage will also be at a +2. So, I'm going to check in with Brawk and Karina first. Do the two of you want to go immediately, or do you want to hold on to your initiative?
I'm gonna hold mine.
I'm gonna hold mine as well.
Then that brings Hawthorne up first. Nyne is the next official PC, and then Gloria with Karina and Brawk jumping in whenever you want.
Okay, so at this moment, Hawthorne's kind of on the ground because he was wrestling with that other wolf. As he stands, he's going to look over into the ravine. We look into the ravine and see if the other wolf is down there really fast. If the one who was scouting is still down there with now corpses of his team, of course.
Is down there looking up. Like, legitimately, not just looking up, like front paws up on the side of the ravine wall, just waiting for someone to fall.
Oh, that's not okay. I thought he looked really cute with the whole dog thing right there, but no, never mind. That sounds horrible. Okay, so we have a wolf in the back and a wolf in a wolf in the front. So there is a wolf right next to Nyne and myself that has just emerged, correct?
Yeah, not too far away at all.
Back. Okay. So Hawthorne will probably try and put himself between the group and the wolf, and then he'll full charge at the wolf with his horns.
Okay, how many attacks are you making?
I'm just making one.
One.
I'm just trying to stab him straight in the chest.
All right, let's go.
With my horns, kind of horribly. That's going to be fighting this time, not strength, correct?
This is a fighting roll. Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Eight will beat its parry, not by a raise, but beats its parry.
Okay, so I would roll the damage of my actual horns.
Yep, horn
himself
damage.
Now. Sorry. Oh. Oh, it's telling me. Okay, never mind. Sorry. It's 13.
13 will beat it
Poor
by
guy.
2 raises. So, as this one wolf appeared and just immediately gets pierced by these 2 minotaur horns and just lifted off of the ground, how do you finish it off?
Well, Hawthorne lifts it off the ground and then sort of screams because blood is getting in his face and he's kind of pissed off. So he'll start just charging forward and run his horns straight into a tree, stabbing his horns further into the wolf and pretty much impaling him on his head at the moment.
And with the combination of the piercing force and the blunt force as you charge into it, the wolf doesn't disintegrate but falls apart around your horns with just a part of the wolf still clinging to one of them, dripping gore down your right eye.
He's pretty much screaming, I didn't want this! I didn't want this!
All right, that will bring up one of the newly appeared wolves, unless Karina and Brawk want to jump in. Okay, this one goes charging for Karina. Karina, with a +2 to this roll, could you make me a contested strength roll, please?
I got a 7.
Is that after the
with
plus?
the +2?
That's already with it taken.
That is after the +2. So 5
Oh, it
plus
isn't.
2.
You got a...
Is it not?
No.
I added the...
No.
Oh!
Because you
No,
rolled
it was a 6 plus 1.
a 6 plus 1, and then another +2.
Oh,
Because
sweet,
your D6
Nice.
exploded.
I had clicked it. It was going to add it for me, but it didn't.
Okay. All right. The tie does go to the attacker here. And so it's your choice, because right now that would be a success. Do you want to keep it?
I'll use a Benny.
Okay. Go ahead and re-roll. It's one.
I don't know why it gave me so many bennies. I'm just gonna.
Because
I should be down to
as
2
one
now.
of the usual rules in Savage Worlds is whenever a Joker is drawn, everyone gets a Benny. We aren't using that rule to keep things a little bit
okay.
grittier.
Yeah, no, I'll take those off. Okay, let's try this again. It's fine. Oh, it's not fine. I got a 4, and that is with the added 2.
4 with the added 2. Okay. Do you want to keep it, or do you want to try again?
I use one more Benny. Oh, come on. I got an 8, which is just not enough still.
One
Because there
shy.
have to be a 9. I'm gonna reserve 1 Benny, so
Okay.
I'm gonna keep the 8.
This wolf comes charging and pounces on Karina and pushes Karina back. You find yourself just scrabbling with this wolf, its teeth just millimeters from your face as you are just holding its jaw away from you. You step back, and your third step finds no purchase. And you go tumbling. You are going to take... Oh, yeah?
I can't do anything. I don't have Joker. Never mind. There's no reactions in this game.
Not like that, unfortunately not. Hold on. We had... luckily, those things don't explode because this isn't someone's roll. This is an effect. That is going to be, as you go down towards the ground, 18 points of damage to you, Karina. Your toughness is currently 2 higher.
So it is currently 6.
6, which means this beats by 12, which is 2 raises. So ordinarily, this would be shaken and 2 wounds. You're not dying, even as it stands. But do you want to spend a Benny to make an absorb roll here?
I will use my last Benny for an absorb roll.
All right. Let's see if we can reduce that damage.
This went bad really fast. That was only a 5.
5 means you reduce it by 1. So you will take 1 wound and be shaken. As you go falling, you manage to just with a little bit of awareness, as you see the world spinning around you, you feel pain as you feel something break, but you manage to see a sharp outcropping coming and just roll a little bit and avoid what would have otherwise been close to a mortal wound. But even with that impacting down on the ground, and you just hear that.
Can I choose to use my
turn right now?
Turn now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Your turn.
That wolf that is at the bottom, whereabouts is it in relation to where I fell?
Through blurry eyes, you look around and you see it as it is padding towards you, just about 10 feet away.
Okay, so how do I get rid of shaken?
First of all, you can always try to make a free check, which is... God, it has been a while since we did combat. Even I'm forgetting.
I believe it's a vigor roll.
I believe it is
spirit roll?
vigor. Let me double check.
Because that's why I love liquid courage.
Here we go. Shaking characters. Yeah. It is spirit roll. You are correct. And that's for free.
Okay.
You can also then, if you fail that, just spend a Benny to get rid of it for free.
I do not have a Benny, so I'm going to just use a spirit roll.
Okay. Let's see if you can get rid of shaken. All you need is a 4. Boom.
Okay. I got a 7, so I'm not shaken.
Which, and considering there are some minuses for your wound at the moment, you still manage to succeed. You get rid of shaken, but you do still have 1 wound on you, which does give you a -1 to everything right now. But that means it's a +1 because of the Joker.
Okay. You can make me roll for this, but could she have held on to the gun as she fell?
That's a great question. And I do want to roll for this. I want you to...
Okay, great.
I want you to first call evens or odds, and then roll me any die.
I'm going to say evens. How do you just roll the dice?
Down at the bottom. Right, you can just click any. Oh, Jesus.
Ah, I rolled 3, but it ended up being an odd, so we'll go with that.
And you called even, yeah?
I called even.
So as you see this wolf, you see as it walks over your gun towards you, just lying there on the ground, now on the opposite side of this wolf.
Well, there goes my plan. She's going to attempt limping heavily to make a little bit of distance between her and the wolf, as far back as she can get.
Yeah, and you can even use an action to get more distance between you and it. So are you just full-fledged running at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's running.
You go sprinting. Absolutely. No roll necessary for that.
All right. That will be my turn.
That was one of the wolf's turns. That will bring up another wolf unless Brawk wants to act now.
No, I'm going first.
You're okay.
So, after narrowly avoiding being shredded to death by another wolf yet again in this damn place, rolls in towards the madness, scampering his hand into his pocket, blah, 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 and pops open he pulls the cork with his teeth out of the bottle and tosses it towards the wolf that is attempting to eat Karina.
So just to be clear, the ravine is about 50 feet. Karina's down about 50 feet.
Oh, down.
That is going to be way out of range of this. But
no, you're correct. But is there another one with it?
There are 3 right in front of you.
What? And I have, it is a fan. So I'm trying to position myself in such a way that I can.
It's a cone. It's a cone template. And with the way they're gathered, you could hit all 3 of these individuals.
Okay. Without hitting my people, though?
Yes, because all of your people are on the opposite side, or in the air, or down below.
I was just confused.
No, you absolutely can hit them without even coming close to your friends. So
I would very much like to do that, and do I have to modify it in advance?
No, there is no modification of it. It only modifies with a raise.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can. Yeah, you can do the extra damage modification if you want to spend 4.
+2?
If you want to spend 2 more, so a total of 4 power points, you could increase the damage.
Yeah.
You still have to roll alchemy to get it to succeed, though.
Okay, though. Yeah. Okay. So, but I'm just trying to clarify. Do I still?
You spend all 4.
Those extras.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
You spend whether you succeed or fail.
Lovely. And I'm sorry, what alchemy?
Alchemy.
It's just 5.
Which is a success, but it's not a success with a raise. So, what was the +2 for that you? Oh, yeah, because of Joker. The Joker is what made this succeed.
What?
The +2 is what made it succeed. It would have been a 3 otherwise. So your Joker is why you succeeded. Incredible. So please roll me 3d6 damage,
Okay, cool,
and this will apply to each of those 3 wolves. And your burst, if memory serves, is fire, correct?
It is.
You release from this bottle. As soon as you pop it, this raging inferno erupts from it like a flamethrower out of the bottle. And there are howls of pain. And by the time you recork the bottle, the 3 wolves are charred remains. All 3 of them. Take a Benny.
You okay? You okay?
That is your go, and that brings up the 1 remaining wolf, which is the one down below, which is going to go charging after Karina. Karina, you take off running, and you hear the snapping of twigs, the unsubtle footfalls of this wolf as it has no concern for being stealthy. It is chasing down vulnerable prey. You go darting in and out between trees down here, rocks. There are, strangely enough, some just ruined foundations of buildings that trees have regrown through, as if this appears to have been once maybe a neighborhood down here, but is all rubble and just the skeletons of occasional structures. Only 3 or 4 that you can see. You go dodging here and there, running as this thing is chasing behind, gaining on you. And as you are running, you come around a large tree. And before you even fully process that what you are seeing, you see a figure in front of you. A humanoid figure. Wearing a beautiful black dress. And she smiles at you as you are running for your life. She is in front of you, and the wolf is behind you. What do you do?
I think she's going to choose what she views to be the lesser of two evils given this circumstance, and she's going to try to barrel past Strahd and put Strahd between
you keep
her and
running
the wolf.
forward, and as she sees you see her and you don't slow down, her smile grows and you see her two elongated teeth. And she holds out her hand, and a beautiful sword appears in her hand. And she narrows her eyes as you run towards her. Hello, Karina. You charge, you keep running, and as you pass her, you, in kind of slow-mo as you run past her, we see as you look over your left shoulder towards her, she looks over her shoulder towards you as you run past. She smiles even bigger and gives you a wink and raises her sword. And you hear the sound of a body collapse to the ground.
I think in that moment when she sees the sword raised, she hears the body, I think her broken or damaged ankle from the fall will give out. The life that had been driving her forward and pushing her forward is going to just extinguish. And she will just fall to her knees a few steps behind
You drop.
where Strahd is.
You drop and you look, and you see Strahd slowly walk over towards where the wolf, now with a large slash across it, is lying, whining in pain on the ground. And she walks over it, looks at you, flips the sword, drives it straight down into the neck of the wolf and twists. Pulls it out, lets go, and it just disappears into a small cloud of black smoke. And she just looks at you and holds up a finger to her lips. And turns and walks off.
Why? Why toy with us? Why didn't you just let it kill me?
Why would I do that? I am not a cruel person, Karina. But as to the first question, why toy with you? Because I can. But as to why to save you, Karina, you have so much potential inside of you. I recognize a bit of myself when I look at you, I must confess, though from many years ago.
From when you were a child,
The
playing
smile,
with wooden swords.
the smile is erased from her face instantly. The sword reappearing in her hand, and she walks right over you and puts the sword directly under your chin, pressing against your throat so much that you know that with an ounce of pressure, she could end your life. Stay out of my memories. This is your one warning. I counted to 3 for you before, Karina. But when it comes to this, there will not be a 2. Do we understand each other?
Karina's just gonna place her hand on the tip of the sword, just hard enough to cut the flesh. I think we do.
She pulls the sword back, but doesn't make it disappear immediately. Instead, she runs her finger over where you cut and licks the blood off of her fingertip. And then she smiles. And she leans down to you where you're still on your butt, just propped up. She leans down, takes your chin, and just gives you a kiss on the cheek. Don't fuck with me. Farewell, Karina. Enjoy Vallaki Hills. She turns to leave, the sword
Karina.
dissipating. And as you watch the direction that she leaves, you see a brief flash through the fog after she steps through it, this blaze of orange that's just there for a second, and then gone. And Karina, you are down
She's
here
just
by
gonna
yourself.
stay sitting there for a moment or two, looking down at the palm of her hand that's been cut, and just smiling. Not joyfully, not as if she knows something, just a slightly cracked smile as she stares down at her cut palm, probably for a good 5 or so minutes.
And as we cut back to the other 4 of you, 5 of you, Ira included, who, because they only got to act every other initiative and we didn't even go through 2, didn't even get to fire a shot, to the other 5 of you. Let's take a quick bathroom break. We'll pick up to see what those 5 are doing and how we reunite with each other. We will be back here in about 5 or 8 minutes, y'all. Don't go anywhere. Let's see what happens. And we are back. And I'm actually going to start with a quick clarification here because I screwed something up in the rules, but the result actually ends up being the same. First of all, I forgot to add a little bonus that the wolves had when running and jumping for strength checks. But that's okay. But I was also wrong. Ties go to the defender. So if it had been just a straight tie for Karina, she actually should have stayed up
but
there.
It was. That was her first
but
roll.
with the plus, it wouldn't have been. With the extra plus that the wolf gets, that wasn't applied.
The wolf gets for jumping.
So
yeah.
But didn't Karina
so the
also
result,
get a bonus from Gloria?
not to a strength
Yeah,
check.
that was already been.
Oh, okay.
That was
No,
to the toughness.
Yeah, just the
and
toughness.
armor. So
Okay.
the end result mechanically and like rules as written is still the same, but I just like being transparent about when I'm wrong on a ruling. Ties go
Appreciate you.
to the defender when it comes to contested checks. Not fighting rolls, like if they have a parry of a 4 and you roll a 4, that's a hit. But if you're like a contested strength check, the tie goes to the defender. But again, with the bonus that I forgot to take into account, the effect is the same. But just want to be always transparent about those rules things, especially when I screw up, because it does happen. All right, let's go ahead with that and change the ambiance. Also, after the fact, Brawk, take a Benny for a quadruple explosion.
It was so cool.
'Cause that's nutty.
They just kept going. They just kept going on the screen. It just go. But thank you.
So, we're actually going to pick back up a couple minutes in the past. Because we played out that scene with Karina as she ran and had this moment. But we're going to pick back up with the others of you, still on the main pathway at the top of where Karina fell. The wolves in front of Brawk are still smoking, charred husks. There are no more wolves around you that you can see. What would you all immediately be doing?
Brawk will faint.
I think when I saw Karina fall, I would likely want to try to go help a little. Since I'm flying, I think I could like safely fly over and just try to look.
You fly over and you see the 2 wolves that were tossed down here dead. You see no sign of the wolf that you know was down here alive. And no sign of Karina.
Well, Nyne said we should stick together, so I'm going to wait and just not go haphazardly by myself, but check in with the rest of y'all and maybe strongly suggest that we go down there to help Karina.
As Gloria temporarily lands next to you all, a quiet rain, gentle rain starts to fall.
I hate the rain. I'll lift my, I'll kind of take off my jacket and hold it above me. Oh no, I have an umbrella.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my umbrella.
So in this moment, Hawthorne, he has a bunch of blood all over him. And he is just sitting on the ground and noticing that everyone is okay. He sort of just sits with himself because it brings back what had happened and what he had become in that one room on the train. And he just sort of kind of falls a little bit deeper, like thinking that he's turning into this thing that he didn't want and that he knows he's not. And he pulls out his string that he has braided in his pocket and he just starts to rub it and just stares down at the ground, kind of forgetting about everybody else, covered in blood.
Ira is holding the gun still pointed towards the 3 now not smoking wolves as the rain has put out the remaining fire. And just collapses to the ground. And then just about 10 seconds later, Karina! And crawls over towards the edge and looks down. We have to find her.
Yeah, I think so too. I definitely think we should go down there. I can probably fly down. I'm not sure if people can climb.
It is possible to climb it. It would simply take time. It's not the
Wait, I have a
easiest climb.
thought.
You can fly.
Why don't I just go? Well, we would be separating, but I could just go down. And if I find her, I could probably carry her up. I don't look very certain. I look remarkably uncertain about this plan. As somebody with very weak strength, it is theoretically possible based off my class, but does not mean that I could do it.
How about this? I'll go with you. It might take me a little while to get down there, but I'll go with you. Or we can all go together to find a possible place where you can get back up from down there.
What do you think, Brawk? What do you think, Hawthorne? Should we all go down? Stick together? Just me.
Brawk is having fainted at the shouting of Karina's name, has slowly roused himself and become cognizant of what is happening. And you can see in his eyes the confusion as he looks around and he counts everyone. Where's Karina? I understand now. We have to stay together, and we have to find her. You're right. You're right.
Also, I know this is entirely out of character, and I will cut this, but since Ira speaks with a slight Scottish lilt, I can't tell you the temptation when you said one happened to Karina to go, she fell. Like Gimli from... He fell. Sorry, cut that, Ethan.
Keep it in. Keep it in. Please
fell.
keep it in.
We have to find it. We can't just stay here.
I agree.
Hawthorne
Nope,
is-
I agree.
Hawthorne is literally crying a little, and he is not paying attention to any of you.
Ira is going to start, they had climbed over and were looking down, and is going to start to turn around and start to try to climb.
Oh,
down.
whoa. No.
We have
Ira,
to!
I understand that. Get back up there. And when I go to reach for Ira's hands, there's going to be from a purple to kind of a gold glow, and it fades. It pulses and fades away and disappears and picks up Ira. Look, like I said, we can just walk down. We can just keep going that way, and probably it dips off. That way we don't have to climb down there. No one else falls, break your neck or whatever. Then what do? Then you're dead, and we don't want that.
And what if we take too long, and by the time we get down there, something's happened to her? How would you feel knowing that?
Feel
She's
bad.
only here because of me!
I know you feel a little bit responsible, but I do think that she's also here for other people as well. And so I'd maybe take that fear off your plates. I don't think she's just here for you. I think we'll be fine. We do need to get her. What I don't think is a good idea is you tripping and falling and also falling down there, because I'm not even confident I could lift one person. And so lifting two people would be even more difficult. So let's take a deep breath together.
They
And
just...
let's go get her.
And doesn't seem calmed, but seems willing to wait for someone else to initiate action, since when they tried, they were stopped.
Okay, let's go get Karina.
All right.
Wait.
Hawthorne,
1, 2,
Hawthorne.
3, 4. Where's Big Bull? Where's Raging? Where's the beef? Where is he?
We're right there.
Hawthorne, what have you been doing?
Hawthorne?
Hawthorne's trapped in his own mind, trying so hard to grasp something that is real from his past in his head. And he's remembering children and laughing and happiness, and he's like trying to hold on to that. And he's just sitting there crying.
Brawk is gonna walk forward, and him standing is basically Hawthorne's setting. So he's just gonna stand. Hawthorne, and is gonna put his hand on your shoulder and kind of lightly shake you.
As soon as you touch me, I literally look up and I wipe the tears from my face. I shove the rope back into my pocket and I said, yeah, what's going on? Where's Karina? Where's Karina at?
We have to go. Will that be okay?
Come on, we got stuff to do. And he'll stand up and sort of use you as a little bit of a prop. And he'll look around at everybody and kind of see Ira on the ground, Nyne trying to keep Ira calm. Look over at Gloria. Okay, obviously we gotta keep moving. We gotta do we know which way she went down there? We can't go in the wrong direction. It's gonna be bad. I say we get Gloria to fly down, see if there's any footprints before the rain, gets rid of it, to see which way she might have gone. It's the only person who could scout ahead while we keep an eye on you.
Yeah, I'm happy to scout.
Okay. So are you just going to, hover at the same basic height, or are you going to fly down, Gloria?
I'll fly down. I think
Make me a
Hawthorne
notice
had
check.
a good suggestion.
And I'm going to give you a situational +1 on this notice check. Because it's fairly easy to notice.
5 with the +1.
You see Karina's gun.
Ah! Okay. I'm going to pick up the gun.
And you look around, and just a few feet away from that, you see a small pool that, as the rain is making the pool bigger, the blood is being diluted, but you can see. And with that notice check, this right here, this is where she fell, and you see these large canine footprints. And then you see the footprints of Karina running. You see those canine footprints change from closer together a prowl to long loping gait. And know that she was running and it was chasing.
Impulsively run that direction. And then I feel like as I'm running, I'm not very graceful on my feet. I find myself tripping, but I'll kind of run after just to see. It'd be like, Karina?
You start shouting, the rain falling, and as you're running through these trees, you keep following these footprints. You see where a twig, a branch is snapped. Was there something else you were wanting to add, Gloria? Oh, I thought I saw your hand. And as you're running, you start to see these small collection of ruined buildings, and then off in the distance, in the fog, maybe 200 feet away, 300, it's hard to tell once the fog starts getting too thick. You see a flash of murky orange light deep in the fog that then quickly disappears. And Karina, just shortly after Strahd walked away from you into the fog, you hear Gloria's distant voice shouting your name.
I think after hearing it 2, 3, maybe 4 times. Gloria?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's me. Hi.
Hey.
I'm going to check Karina. Is she covered in blood?
I was literally just about to ask, Karina, how do you look? What does Gloria see as she comes around a large tree and sees you on the ground?
She's facing towards where the orange glow had come from. And her knees are up to her chest. She's got one arm wrapped around them, and the one that was the palm that she had cut on the sword is just resting atop, just dripping blood down her already ruined stockings. And from where she fell, she's got obvious scratches across her face, and one arm is still rather well gnawed on by dogs. So she's just in a pseudo-fetal position, completely soaked from the rain and covered in mostly her own blood.
Oh dear.
But she has a smile on her face when she sees you.
Well, that's good. I smile a little as I'm going to get close to you, and I'd love to just kind of like check you over. Do you look like you need healing?
She definitely looks like she needs healing.
Okay.
One of her feet is kind of angled in a very, very not natural way.
You're totally fine. I've got this. I'm going to pull out my comb and start redoing her hair. And as this happens, I'd love to cast healing.
100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
All
with
right.
3 power points.
Make that roll.
Gloria, as you... Oh, sorry. As you go to comb her hair, she's going to grab your wrist and not let you comb her hair. But she'll let you heal her. Just
Strange, you've always let me do your hair before. Is there something in your hair I should be worried about? I'm suddenly looking carefully for lice. Just like, wasn't a fear of mine, but now it is. Like, now that there's cockroaches, like, about. Hadn't seen any bugs before. I'm just gonna, like, carefully look and just make sure you're good.
I just want you to sit in front of me. I just want to see your face.
Yeah, no problem. 13.
That is a huge success. So you, where is the wound on you, Karina? This particular, like, what is the most grievous injury you have? Is it internal, or is it a external gash?
I think it's probably from the fall, so it's very much internal, broken ribs, whatever damage was done to her ankle.
You feel your ribs snap back into place. A cut across your forehead just knits. The pain in your ankle dissipates. And the other 4 of you, including Ira, you all were running along on the upper path, yes?
We kept track of her as soon as she started running. That's what I was going to say. Is we're all on the top of the ravine, like above it, and looking down in the ravine, and we're probably going to start screaming at them if we don't see them soon.
We're okay.
You basically come around because Gloria gets to take a slightly more direct path, or has more options in terms of path. You all have to follow this road where it's built as it snakes and turns, and you all have been keeping eye over the edge of the road, and what catches your eye is the slight pulse that you recognize as the power of Gloria's healing. And you see that, and that catches your eye, and you all see Karina and Gloria about, at this point, closer to 60 feet below you.
I'm just gonna slide down.
If you're descending, I need an athletics check, and because of your claws, that gives you a +2, but because of the rain, there's a -1, so it's a total of a +1 for you.
And an hour hasn't passed, so I'm still intoxicated, correct? Okay, so I would have a negative on my agilities.
Correct.
You said just a +1?
+1, yes.
So 6.
6, yeah. You manage to slide down, catch yourself using your claws to just kind of like slow your descent as it just scratches down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And when there's about 12 feet between you and the bottom, you just jump off and land on your feet just a few feet away from Gloria and Karina.
You know what? That's kind of funny. Oh, hey! You good?
I'm fine.
Of course
I
you
think
are.
Karina's fine, right? Karina?
Yes, I think I'm fine.
You need help up?
No, I got it.
Karina,
And she's just gonna stand.
Did you find a sword?
Something like
I'm
that.
gonna point over towards the wolf. Okay, well, here's your gun back. I found it.
She will take and pocket the gun.
Benny, Gloria. And Nyne, as Gloria points to the wolf and says that, you also notice that this wolf was killed by a slash and a stab.
Did I notice any lice in Karina's hair, by the way?
I don't think there's any lice in Karina's hair. I'm not gonna
There's
give.
no lice in
I'm not
her
gonna
hair.
give you
So
lice
careful.
against
I've
your
been
will,
doing
Karina.
your hair the whole time. I've been so careful.
It's a point of
Take care of
fatigue. Lace.
She had a reason for it. She wanted you to sit in front of her, not behind her doing her hair.
I'm right here.
Hey, anyone who has had a child who has gotten head lice knows that is the real scary thing in this game.
Oh, 100%. 100%. There's no lice shampoo in fucking Barrowville.
That's just with you forever now. They're just your friends. No, you don't have lice.
They whisper sweet nothings in my ear.
They speak to me. No lice.
Sorry, Nyne.
But Nyne is going to go investigate the wolf's body and everything, and kind of be silent about it. Yes, you watch him walk over there, but he's looking and kind of looks back and looks down again. Well, so good kill. You ready to get out of here now?
Is there a way up?
Climbing.
I'm not climbing down there.
I'll climb up.
No.
Let's just try something. So, Karina, if you stand up, we can just see if I can carry you. And if so, it'll be simple. If not, we're going to have to climb. But I'll still try to help.
What if Hawthorne dangles me down?
I could just let her sit on my back and I just climb up.
That might.
Hey,
I'm a
how
little
about that's
drunk.
our plan B?
You
okay.
would just be
I
an anchor.
appreciate
okay.
all of the help and the offers.
Here, come
and
here.
Gloria, we have tried this before. I do not know if you remember, but we have tried this before, and I don't really want to do that again. I can climb. I'm fine.
We could just try. But it's up to you. Also, you could probably take Nyne's help too.
Also, this rain is terrible for your wings, so use an arm to hold the umbrella.
Okay.
I've got this.
The reminder of the rain does kind of win you this argument pretty wholeheartedly because I hate it. And so I'll let, go ahead. You can try.
The three of you, or two of you now, who are still up on the main path, by the way, as Karina starts to stand up, and you can see that from up here, Ira just, gun still in hand and has been this whole time, just puts both hands to their head and starts walking around hyperventilating. As they had kept a very focused and serious appearance while running to keep track of where Gloria was, but seeing that Karina is okay, but also seeing the blood that still lingers on Karina's clothes, they're overwhelmed with a combination of guilt and relief. And just walking around. And anyone attempting to climb back up this nearly sheer wall, but it does have some divots and places you can climb easier. I need an athletics check with a -1. Hawthorne?
So since Hawthorne knows he's not climbing down there, he will literally fall. He's been looking around to see if there's like, I don't know, vines or anything that they can use as rope to help them on their climb. Is there anything within the trees at all, or is that imaginary?
No, I mean, there aren't vines. There are long dead branches that you might be able to dangle over the edge that someone could grab onto that you could then pull up. It won't reach the full 50 or 60 feet, but it'll give them a little bit of help in the final portion, unless anyone here has rope or anything like that.
I might have rope, but I don't. Let me check.
Rope would definitely negate
I have rope! I have rope on me! I got nylon rope and a flashlight.
This is why people carry rope.
Important. I knew it. So Hawthorne's literally going to be kind of drunk and like trying to he's looking around and then he's like feeling his pockets and he pulls out a big long thing of rope. Oh, hey, I got some rope. Come on, we're going to use this. And he's going to hand it to Brawk. He's a little drunk, so he's going to make sure Brawk can unknot this because it's really wrapped up right now.
Wow, this is fucked.
It's 60 feet of rope, by the way. It is 20 yards exactly, is what it says, which is exactly how far this is.
The coat has a side pocket, and I was putting the whiskey in there, and I just realized there's some rope in there too. Wow, right?
Unravel this. Good catch, Hawthorne. And he's gonna proceed to unravel the rope and then toss. Oh, you gonna hold this.
And
I got you.
With Nyne
and then
rolling,
it's gonna toss the rest down.
With Nyne already rolling an athletics check and getting an 8, I think by the time Brawk and Hawthorne are done unknotting it, you see as Nyne's hand just comes up over the side and Nyne pulls himself over the ledge.
Oh,
look at you go. Does anybody else need help?
Rope.
As you say that and the rope just falls down, you watch as Karina's heel slips on the same spot, on the same rock for the third time, a good 5 feet up, and she's just now still covered in blood, but now also covered in dirt and mud, and she's just frowning. But she will grab the rope and use that to
no roll necessary.
Hopefully get up.
We see then Nyne climb this on his own. Hawthorne and Brawk toss this rope down, pulling and helping Karina to climb up. Gloria, I assume you fly up here and re-land. And the 6 of you are now reunited up here on this pathway.
Is Ira still
Ira, as soon as you are pulled up and there's a moment where Hawthorne claps you on the shoulder and Brawk looks at you, you just feel an impact as Ira runs into you with a hug. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you're all right.
There'll be a slight, just a half-second delay before Karina will wrap her arms around Ira and give them just the softest kiss on the top of their head. Why are you apologizing? I'm fine. It's fine. You're fine.
I'm just glad you're all right. You look better than I expected. That was a long fall.
Thanks to Gloria, yeah.
And Ira just releases Karina and walks over and gives you a slower, not a run impact hug, Gloria, but just walks over and hugs you.
That's good. I probably would have fallen over. I'll give them a hug back and kind of pat them.
Brawk will slap his the back of his hand onto Nyne's shoulder a bit. An angel, indeed.
Yeah, she is, isn't she? What?
And
What'd you say?
is gonna wrap the rope up. If you keep it like this, it won't unravel.
Yeah.
Hands it back to Hawthorne.
Got it. Going in my pocket.
Nyne.
Yeah, boss.
Did you see what I did? And he smiles at you.
Can't hear you, Nyne.
Fuck, it's the rain. It's really loud. I'm sorry. Okay, look, okay, you. I'm proud of you. You cooked them. I told you when I tell you, you're brave and strong than you think you are.
Don't talk too much. That's not bad, but I did do it.
Okay, I'm proud of you. Okay, just put some back.
Ira, while still wiping away maybe tears, maybe it's just the rain, but wipes it away all the same, can't help but laugh at this display from Nyne and Brawk. With you all back up here, a little worse for wear, some of you no worse for wear. The pathway to Vallaki Hills continues in front of you. And we will pick up there next time. Incredible session, everybody. Wow. That was amazing. So, before... You lived! Before we close out for the remainder of this stream, if you're still hanging with us, first of all, thank you so much for being here. Second of all, don't go anywhere so we can raid someone and share the love. Even if you're going to sign off here in 10 minutes, hang around so you can raid. Feels good. So, before we fully sign off, I want to give all of these wonderful people an opportunity to let you know where you can find them and what they are doing, starting with our victim of the evening, Matty.
Hello. You can find me here, playing games with Ethan, and I also have some cosplay stuff on Mithra Cosplays and some dice stuff on Morex Dice. And there's something new coming out very soon on the Buff DM. So keep your eye out for that because I'm super excited and we've been releasing little tiny teasers. So go check out Lord of Sins, y'all.
Yes. And check out Maddie's character introduction for Callista along with Jaeger on Go Buff Yourself right now. Mav.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite black guy here on the internet. You can find me here on Twitch at DigitalClubhouseTV playing video games. It's Pride Month, so happy Pride Month, everyone.
Happy Pride, y'all.
I have a whole slew of games that I'm going to be playing. I have to finish the rec, which will be tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be starting Life is Strange this month in honor of Pride Month. You can also then catch me here on Thousand Faces TTRPG with the Lords of Sin when I get to play Corin, the matriarch, Big Mama. And you can find me here on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this time because it is Fortnite's season event. And we're going to go blow up the Death Star. And yeah.
That's awesome.
That's all.
Sally.
Hey you guys, SallyQuinnCreations. You can find me everywhere, SallyQuinnCreations. I also got an Etsy shop and, we stream 4 days a week, so come and join the fun. Thank you so much, Ethan. This was a lot of fun, and I'm so glad we didn't die and you accidentally forgot about a +2 on strength.
Hey, you know what? That's how the cookie crumbles. And if I forget, that's on me. And it made an amazing session. Maybe only that one had a +2. That makes sense, right? Anna Margaret.
Hello, I'm Anna Margaret. In 2.5 weeks, I'll be hosting and judging the cosplay contest at MagicCon Las Vegas. So if you're in MagicCon Las Vegas and you want to come say hi, I've got a meet and greet, and then I'll also be hosting. So yeah, come hang out.
Lauren.
Hi, I'm here. And I'm at Thousand Faces Cosplay. And I'm at 95% Lauren if you like cheeky stuff. And physically, both Ethan and I will be at Animated BarrasCon. It's
NepCon.
No, NepCon. That's
Same
right.
company, different con.
Version of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's their first year. So come out and support them if you're into that thing and in the area. And that's it. Okay, bye.
Yeah, if anyone's in the Omaha area, we will be there for NebCon this weekend, Friday and Saturday. It's a 2-day con. Come out and check it out. It's their first year. Give them some love. And you can find me here at Go Buff Yourself, and also making other TTRPG advice and content at the Buff DM anywhere you want, pretty much. Blue Sky, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that jazz. So, until we see you next time, friends, which is actually, we're going to be off the next time we would normally be on, just because we will be heading to Origins the next morning pretty early, so we'll need some sleep. So we will be back to continue this in a month, so I'm going to miss you all until then, but we are going to have Wild Beyond in between now and then as well, so come check out that other campaign. Things are getting oh so good. And until we see you next time, friends, let's start that raid. And remember to take care of yourselves. It's a tough time out there, but you are worth investing in. Drink some water, read your favorite book, play your favorite video game, sleep in a little bit. You deserve it. Hydrate. And until we see you next time, friends, go buff yourselves. Bye, y'all. Bye, friends.